There's a place where water meets sky, where time flows like a current beneath ancient stones. This is the delta of the Venetian Lagoon. It calls to dreamers, wanderers, and seekers of beauty alike. Spanning over 54,900 hectares, it's not just a body of water. It's a living, breathing masterpiece carved by tide and time. Dive beneath the shimmering surface, and you'll find an entire world unseen but alive. Eels weaving through reeds, fish darting like silver arrows, and oyster beds clinging to history itself. The water here tastes of salt and memory, carrying whispers from centuries past. This is where the lagoon's heartbeat pulses quietly beneath the waves. Scattered across the water are islands born of myth and mortar, Torcello, Murano, Burano, each holding secrets older than Venice itself. Wooden boats glide silently past weathered facades, their wakes rippling through layers of time. These aren't just places to visit, they're echoes of lives once lived, preserved in stone and sea. At low tide, the mudflats stretch wide and golden, glistening under the sun like molten earth suspended between sea and sky. Herons stand like sentinels, watching for movement in the shallows, while the scent of brine and decay tells of life's cycle in full swing. This is where the lagoon breathes, exhaling its ancient rhythms into the wind. Here, canals are more than water. They are arteries of commerce, culture, and connection. A gondolier hums an old tune as his boat slices through the emerald-green waters, leaving ripples that dance against the stone steps of palazzos. Life flows through these liquid streets, each turn revealing another chapter of Venetian charm. The marshlands breathe softly, their tall grasses swaying like dancers in a breeze that carries the scent of wild thyme and salt. In this quiet sanctuary, frogs croak gently and dragonflies zip like tiny jewels through the air. Here, time slows down, allowing the soul to listen to the voice of the wetland. Long before Venice rose from the tides, this lagoon was a refuge, a haven for those fleeing the chaos of collapsing empires. Amidst the stormy skies of history, people found solace in its waters, building homes on stilts and dreams on foundations of faith and fear. The thunder you hear is not just in the sky, it is the echo of footsteps from a forgotten past. From humble huts came cathedrals, from fishermen came merchants, from refugees came rulers. Venice emerged from the lagoon like a vision, rising from brine-soaked wood and ambition. Each brick laid was a defiance of nature, a declaration that beauty could be built even in the most unlikely of places. Tides govern everything here. When you walk, when you work, when you wonder. At high water, aqua alta floods the piazzas, turning them into reflective pools lit by lanterns. Yet, even as waters rise, the city stands defiant, its spirit buoyed by centuries of resilience. Fishermen still haul nets by hand, their faces lined by sun and salt, eyes sharp with tradition passed through generations. They know every current, every crab burrow, every whisper of the sea. They are not just providers, they are stewards of a fragile paradise. On Murano, fire dances in glassblowers' furnaces, casting reflections that ripple like the lagoon itself. On Burano, colors bloom like spring flowers. Houses painted in joyous hues defy the gray of winter. These crafts are not just trades, they are legacies born of water and light. At dawn, Rialto awakens, a kaleidoscope of voices, scents, and color spills onto the water. Fishermen unload glittering catches, vendors call out names of produce like poetry, and tourists wander wide-eyed. This market is more than commerce. It's a celebration of life's abundance. But the lagoon is not eternal. Climate change gnaws at its edges, and rising seas threaten to reclaim what man has built. Once pristine waters now carry plastic debris. Birds no longer nest where pollution reigns. The same waters that gave birth to Venice may one day drown her. Scientists, artists, and citizens unite, fighting not just for a city, but for a way of life. Artificial reefs are built, green energy powers ancient homes, and education becomes a lifeline. This is not just preservation. It's reinvention. Children run barefoot along wooden bridges, chasing pigeons and dreams alike. Their laughter bounces off centuries-old walls, weaving into the fabric of the city. They are the future of the lagoon, inheritors of both burden and beauty. As dusk falls, the lagoon transforms into a dream. Lights flicker like stars fallen into the sea, gondolas glide like shadows across mirrors. The air hums with romance and mystery, inviting lovers and poets to lose themselves in its embrace. Even the moon pauses to admire its reflection. Legends say the lagoon holds ghosts, drowned cities, lost treasures, and spirits of sailors who never returned. Some swear they've heard bells ring beneath the waves, tolling for the past. Whether myth or memory, these tales remind us that nothing truly disappears beneath the surface. Venice is not just a city, it is a heartbeat, pulsing with art, music, and the courage of those who dared to build on water. Every bridge, every bell tower, every canal tells a story of defiance and devotion. And at the center of it all, the lagoon, ever watchful, ever changing. What will become of this delta? Will it endure, adapting like the people who love it? Or will it fade into legend, remembered only in paintings and poems? The answer lies in hands yet unsteady, minds yet unformed, and hearts still open. As we leave the lagoon behind, the horizon glows gold with promise. The tides will rise and fall, the islands will shift, and Venice will remain, not unchanged, but unbroken. For as long as there are those who care, the lagoon will live on, a masterpiece written in water, sung by time, and loved by all who dare to dream.